Hey everyone, Dyanne here and welcome to a new decoeasy video. Today I have a really cute farmhouse DIY for you. I'm going to get creative with canvas. For the DIY of today we need paint, a brush, by the way took the white chalk paint but you can use other paint, and I also have, oh yeah this is the right part, canvas. These are 2 pieces and I need 2 packs. Take the square ones, and these are 20 by 20 centimeter. I don't know how much inch that is, sorry. But take a square piece of canvas and take 4. You also need a knife, a small sharp knife. Because what you're going to do first is of course open up the package, but after we've done that I'm going to cut off the canvas from the frame which is also attached here. Let me show you what I mean. I'm taking one part of canvas. Look, this is the back. Sorry, loud traffic outside. And this is the wood part that we want for this DIY. So carefully cut off the canvas. Try to do it as large as possible. Just cut around and be careful. Now I've cut all the way around. You can see it here. I can carefully take the whole thing off. Some parts need a little cut extra. But the thing is, you still need this canvas. So don't ruin it while removing it. We need to reuse it. And of course, now doing it on camera is super bad. I'll be back when it came off. Oh, there it goes. Yeah. Now this corner here is a little tricky. Yes. Look. There it comes off. This is what we need. Don't ruin the canvas. Store it for later use. And this is the last part. Oh, the last part is the roughest. Don't cut in your finger. Yeah, there it is. Now, this we will be reusing, so store that. Now you can just rip this off. This will be the front. This is the back. Remove the canvas before you go further. Sometimes they get off really easily and sometimes they simply don't. So, see what works best for you. This goes very easily. And you can throw this away. This is just rubbish. And as good as it gets, you should get a clean piece of canvas. Now, it is time to paint. I'll be using this white chalk paint. By the way, everything you see here comes from Action. The mat, the frame, the brush, the knife, and also this paint. I really don't know the prices of anything anymore. Because the frames I bought in lockdown time here. So I have them in the storage room for quite a while. Now there's a dog barking outside. Oh, what is wrong with this day? Everything goes wrong today. Luckily, I find some relaxation in crafting. Now, make sure that you cover up everything in the color that you want. You can also use other paint, of course. You don't have to necessarily be using white. Do what fits in with your interior and your style. As long as you cover it up, because we're going to distress it. If you don't like distressing, then simply don't do it. But I think that the farmhouse look can use some distressing. So first I'm going to paint the whole thing white, and after that everything is dry. I'm going to do a little grey chalk paint upon it to distress the whole thing. By the way, I'm going to repeat these steps for the other 3 canvases as well. So I'll be back when everything is nice and finished and dry. Okay, everything is dry and white. I needed 2 layers on some parts to make everything clear. Bright white, I mean. Now I'm going to distress, therefore I use an old towel. I'll use this thing actually over and over again. And every time I use the same pile here to, drop in the paint. I'll be using this grey chalk paint for this job. Because I think the grey and white look really good together. So I'm just using a tiny little bit. Using an old brush, it's really been used quite some times. I'm going to dab my brush into the palette paint. Now it's grey, but I'm going to do this, so hopefully when I'm going over it, look, you get a really worn look upon the silhouette of the frame. Like this, so then it gets a really old look, which I want. Don't forget to do the insides as well. But you can use, well, more than grey and white, of course, for this combination. Maybe you have a completely different color in mind which you want to use. Just do it, it is your project. Use your imagination. Maybe you have some colors at home where white and grey don't even fit in. Maybe you want to use black or brown. That can also be really cool. So I'm going to distress all the frames. Don't forget to do the inside edge here, or did I just said that? Here, here, so that also here on the inside, I hope you can see it properly, that it gets gray or distressed. And first I was so super scared about distressing items. I thought, well, I can't simply distress one thing, but after trying, it got better and I'm really happy with my technique, which Janny learned me, by the way. So big shout out to Janny. Look at the difference. This one is distressed, this one isn't. So I'm going to continue with the other frame too, and I'll show you the whole result afterwards. All the frames are done. Now it's time to give them a really cool background. Oh, there is my printer, because I just used the printer to print these. I have wooden patterns from the internet, just free printables. I'm going to cut them out, and then I will be using glue to attach them on the back side of the frame. Well, time to attach the papers to the frames. Therefore, I'm not using Mod Podge. I'll be using just glue. This is, by the way, similar to Mod Podge in the Netherlands. Only this one is 17 times cheaper than a real Mod Podge. So, yeah, this is almost the same as I said. Only not usable for sealing your design. So, first, let's put some glue upon the frame. And we'll brush that out with just a clean brush. Also take an extra brush, you'll need that later. Just wipe out the glue nice and evenly, especially on the inside of the frame, because that is where the part will glue the most. Just like this. I think it is good now. Okay. Then we'll take a piece of paper, just turn them upside down. Here they are. And I'm just putting this as much in the center as possible. I think this is it. Now, take your clean brush and just brush over the edges where the paper is. You can also use a little press with your fingers if necessary. But this is to wipe away any air bubbles which can be underneath the paper. Like so. And then this is what you get. So repeat those steps with the other 4 or other 3, and then you are done and you can let them dry. Well, the paper is glued in, but we're not there yet. This is where the canvas comes in. What I want to do, cover this with glue, then glue it on the back, so you get a little bit more, how do you say that? It makes the whole DIY and the project a little bit stronger. So, don't worry about the edges, we can cut it off later. Just first put out a lot of glue and then later push the painting back on there. So just cover everything. well, this will do. Take your brush and start brushing away the glue. Don't have to be super neat as long as most of it is covered. So you can attach it perfectly to as well as the frame as to the paper background. If you don't want to have a special background, just paint the canvas and glue it in the frame. Then you can skip the step where I just put the pattern upon the frame. That is totally up to you. Well, here we go then. I'll stand up because I can see it a little bit better if I do it like that. Everything is there, yes. And now just press. Also press the paper towards the canvas. You can use your brush as well to flatten it out a little bit more. And then it is glued on. Really neat. Just press it once more and then let the whole thing dry. After it is dry, you can see it here, you can cut off the excess canvas. Just use a knife for that or a pair of scissors. Now I'm going to repeat those steps with the other frames still left here. So this challenge is hosted by Heidi Sombel from Heidi Sombel DIY. If you want to see more of her work, go visit her channel on YouTube. This is her most recent upload while I'm watching right now, the 10 high-end fall decor crafts. She has, of course, lots of more inspiration. Go check her videos out. We'll put a link down to her video, to her YouTube channel, sorry, in the description box below. The frames are almost finished. I'm now going to cut off the excess part of the canvas just using scissors. And I can completely cut it off. So get a really neat frame with a really strong, background literally. Just a canvas attached to the frame and to the paper as well. Be careful not to press the canvas too much or touch the canvas too much when the glue isn't dry yet, because otherwise it gets, a little bit bubbly easily. So just leave it to rest until it is dry, which, I think with Mod Podge, look, just like this, it can take, I think 1-2 hours maybe before it is entirely dry. So continue until everything is done and you can go further with your DIY. So it's a new day. Today I'm going to finish this DIY. Therefore I printed some really cute jars with, as you can see, fall prints upon it. I'm going to cut them out. And the idea is that I'm going to put some leaves or flowers, greenery, whatever you want. I have a little assortment here behind the jars upon the canvases. And then you get a really cute DIY for fall. Okay, next step, you take a piece of cardboard and you glue all the cut it out prints upon it. Oh, well, these two are a little bit smaller. They can go in there. This one just here. To give it a little bit more definition. I think gluing on the white part is the best idea for today. So, again, take 2 brushes so you can easily brush out the air if you're applying it to the cardboard. Using the glue again. After that, just let it dry. Half an hour, I think, will be enough. In the meantime, I forgot to do that. I'm going to seal the canvases, the prints upon the canvases. There we go. Don't forget to do the edges as well. Come on. Normally when I tip it with the brush, it comes off really easily, but not today. So start in the center and brushing it out. And repeat those steps with the other jars. Time to cut out these cuties. First, I will be using scissors to cut out the largest part of the cardboard, so it is a little bit easier for me to handle while cutting them with a knife. And after we've done this, just take a sharp knife and cut out the jars. Make sure that the glue is completely dry, because I already had this once that I thought it was dry enough to start cutting, and it wasn't dry. And then I ripped up all the design, and that's not what you want. Just use the knife and start cutting out the jar from the cardboard. First, I'm doing the edges roughly. This is a tricky part. Just like this, and later on we can always make the cuts smaller and more precise. First we want to get rid of the excess part of cardboard. Here's some more needed. There we go. Make sure that the knife is sharp enough, otherwise you're cutting. The battery of the camera went dead. Sorry if you missed the last part. I'm here. What I'm going to do now is just use the knife to cut out the last parts. I don't think I will cut it completely precise as the jar is, but we'll keep on trying because that gives the nicest result. When doing this, I always remember making 3D cards, because I think this is quite the same with the precise cutting and stuff. So yeah, just continue till I'm satisfied, and do that for the other jars as well. And when that is done, we can cut out flowers, greenery, whatever we want, and start decorating the canvases. Now, here's the final D. Nothing is glued yet, by the way. I'm going to take out some, well, let's start off with these leaves. I'm going to cut off a few. First, with the branch attached to it. And I want to, stick it in. I think the smaller one is better for this. Stick it in here, for example. I'm going to pick one which is a little bit more yellow too, to make something like this. I'm not saying that this is it, but it can be. This one is cute too. Is this movable? Yes, it is. Okay. Can put it in here or here. Let me see, what do I have more? Some of this stuff, which can be cute like this, but maybe a bigger one is better. I think it would look cute here. Or is that too large? Yeah, we need a larger one. So then here, just an example, I have some yellow, which could look perfectly there. Just putting everything behind to make a nice arrangement. And we could even put some purple behind there. Now, do we have something left? Yeah, of course, these ones. I think this will be cute. Okay, I think it is time to take out the glue gun, heat it up, and then we can start, gluing everything together. Maybe we need something more of this. Yeah, two are cute. Okay, I'm going to glue. Maybe I have to cut something here and there. And I want some more orange up here. Just think I'm going to do something like this, or maybe, oh, it will look cute here too. Maybe pick out one yellow, put this one back. Or, nah, maybe not do purple, just yellow, because that is a really weird color. Suddenly I have everything in brown. Are we happy with this? I think I am. Maybe we can use another leaf back here. I don't know that yet, but still in doubt if I want to just leave these two yellow with purple. Yeah, I think I'm going to do it this way then. See you soon with the final result, because I can't film where I need my glue gun. Sorry for that, but of course you'll see the final result. I just forgot something. I still have to seal these ones, so that's what I'm going to do first, and then we're going to heat up the glue gun. I still decided to change the things up a little bit. I only want white colored flowers now. No more screaming colors, because I think that doesn't look that great. So I'm going to leave it this way. Time to get in the glue gun, because we're going to stick everything together. Almost there, just a little close-up of how it looks like now. And the frames are still loose. Oh, yeah, they are loose. But I'm going to use the glue gun to attach them completely together, so you have one big window with really cute mason jars for the fall season with some really cute flowers. And the DIY is done. Everything is glued together. This is now just one big, project actually. Well, I hope you're enthusiastic just as we are. Let me zoom in a little bit more for the close-up. And let us know in the comment section what you think of this DIY. We hope you love it, and you can always, of course, use different colors, different flowers, different prints. Also really nice for spring or Easter with other flowers. Just for inspiration, this is one for autumn. And we hope that we could inspire you. Well, that was it for today. Janny and I hope you had fun watching. If you did, don't forget to give the video a thumbs up. Hit the bell button if you didn't do that already, so you get a notification when we upload something new. Janny and I hope that we could inspire you with this really cute farmhouse DIY, which you can practically make for every season if you just change the flowers. Well, yeah, that was it actually. Let us know in the comment section what you think of this DIY. And Janny and I hope to see you back again in our next video. Thank you so much for watching, enjoy your day, and we hope to see you soon. Bye everyone!